if by admitting that you're deaf and showing people that you're deaf, I think also gives you a certain amount of control over deafness. It's something that has to be treated not just by doctors and not just by nurses and that, but it's treated by families and communities and schools and your workplace and that. The whole thing needs to be treated, dare I say the word, holistically. And that's how you beat a problem like this. You can go to the doctor and they can give you the special stuff to put in your ears and that can fix it, but if you're already damaged, if your ear's already damaged, they can give you all the medicine in the world, it ain't going to make it better. So you have to communicate with people and say, look, I am deaf, or that's my general view. I don't know if there's any magic way to fix it, but I've found that just by telling people and being honest and upfront. It's a lot easier now that I'm older, but because when I was younger it was shame job, but I'm over the shame job. Shame job when it comes to deafness is one of the biggest hurdles that you got to get over. Don't be shamed because you're deaf. Be honest and upfront and tell them. And that's where I think our young people, we got this shame job. There's no need for shame job nowadays. This is the new millennium. We have every right to have good hearing, to have good health, to get an education, to get a job. And if your deafness is going to stand in the way, knock it on the head. You can fight deafness. Some people might think, oh, how am I going to fight deafness? I'm deaf and that's it. But you can teach an old dog new tricks. I mean, I've met people in the last couple of months that are deaf that you wouldn't know. But at least they're honest, they're upfront, they've learned to deal with it. And it's not, they didn't learn to deal with it by ignoring it. They learned to deal with it by confronting it head on. And that's the biggest thing with deafness. I think people need to face the problem, not push it aside. Take the time out. If you're a parent with a deaf child, take the time out to learn mechanisms to deal with it. If you're a carer or a friend of a deaf person, take that little bit extra time out just to make sure that they're included in conversations. Talk when you talk to your friend who might have poor hearing or be profoundly deaf. Include them. The eye contact, the touching, all these little things that make you feel a part of it. Because when you're deaf and people you're sitting there and there's a conversation going on around you, nobody's bothering to talk to, oh, what do you think, brus or sister? That's when you start becoming alienated. And one thing I can tell you about deafness is it's a great alienator.